Night Epilepsy Session 1. So, what I just envisioned as a scenario of night epilepsy, it begins as a dream. And in that dream that I have just had, I was in a large building with a group of friends. We became fearful of something. And then we fled, descending many stairs, going into a kind of a darkness, and then moved further down a corridor where we met some other people. And we told them that we have trouble with us, and we apologized for bringing that trouble, but there was not much that we could do, and they had to take us in. So we got into the room with them and closed the door, and then we realized that we could not lock the door, and there was also no way of barricading the door. I was trying to find a piece of wood, and there was no wood. And then I thought maybe I could push up against the door to try and stop what we thought was a person. But it wasn't a person. It was an unstoppable force, an entity, something so powerful that we could not stop it. And eventually, when it finally came into the room, you couldn't see it. It was there. And at first I thought, well, it must have some kind of form. Perhaps if I threw something over it, you would be able to identify it. But then it multiplied, so it wasn't just one, it was more. Another one appeared. I remember closing curtains for some reason or other, not that that was going to do anything. And then I kind of lost contact with my friends. And when they appeared again, I tried with this. I had two pieces of cloth, and then I threw these pieces of cloth over them, and they stood in front of me like ghosts. And then I woke up. And when I wake up, I have heart palpitations and twitching. But I could also smell, it's like a sulphurous taste in the back of my throat and all up through my nose. And then I just have to lie there, twitch. My daily occurrences of epilepsy are quite normal. I mean, for epileptics. I'm not having grand mals, but I'm and people who have epilepsy, who are watching this, should understand what I'm talking about. Due to the fact that this is the first time I'm putting this publicly online, I do not take any medication. I've had grand mals in the past. My last one was in New Zealand about 6 months ago, no, just over 7 months ago. That was stress related. 6 months before that, I had one in Edinburgh where I was admitted to A&E, and I was out for 2 hours, and in my medical report it said that for 80% of the time I was breath withholding. So again, that's why you go blue, for people that don't understand. So I decided that it's about time that I start recording this. I did record one of my episodes, which was in 2013, but it was at a time that I didn't really understand my condition so much. I've managed to keep my epilepsy at bay by smoking cannabis, which I have done for most of my life. I'm aged 53. I started when I was 15, and my grand mals did not start until 1997. That's when I had my first one in New Zealand. So if you're interested in me doing any more videos, or if you want me to continue to try and tell my story about how I try and live with this condition without taking mainstream pharmacology, pharmaceuticals, which is what you are usually convinced to take by the medical establishment, then please follow this channel, and please subscribe, and I can discuss and reveal and recollect and try and put a positive spin on this. I don't want this to be a misery show, but I also want to become an advocate for that age-related epilepsy should be compulsorily treated with cannabis and CBD, and should be readily available to all epileptic sufferers, and that it should not just be for children. Okay. Sweet.